I don't know why you would even think that there would be any contraband. So what is it about my nice car or me that would suggest that I have those things in my car?
Well, you're driving very suspiciously. That's why I pulled you over. The speed limit's 35 and you were doing 30. So that makes me question a lot. License and registration, please.
Okay, that's what I was waiting on you to ask. Okay. So, that was my license. Probably should have asked that before you assumed that.
And I'll ask the questions, okay? And this vehicle's registered to you.
Did I just give you those documents?
You know, you people always want to argue and make things way more difficult than they have to be. I just asked you a question. All you have to do is answer.
Before we get into this, drop a comment right now and tell me, where are you watching from? Because what you're about to see happened in broad daylight on camera, and it's gonna make your blood boil. A cop pulled over a woman for driving too carefully. Then he broke her taillight on purpose. Then he tried to arrest her. He had no idea she was a judge. Let's get into it. Officer Marcus Whelan spots a maroon Lexus doing 30 in a 35 zone, and his brain does the math. Black woman, expensive car, wrong neighborhood. He flips the lights. The Lexus pulls over immediately. No speeding up, no running, just smooth compliance. That should have told him everything. It didn't. Whelan walks up with his hand already on his gun, leans into the window, and fires the first shot. Nice car. Whose is it? Not license and registration, not do you know why I stopped you, just straight to whose car is this, because in his mind, there's no way she owns it. The woman behind the wheel turned slowly. Pink nails, pearl earrings, calm eyes. In 2025, women can drive nice cars. Her voice is steady, no fear, no stammering. That pisses him off. This your car? He pushes. Yes. You sure? Very sure. Whelan squints at her like she's lying just by existing. What are you doing in this neighborhood? You live here? Because it's not adding up. She tilts her head. What are you adding? Boom. She just flipped it. Now he's the one who has to explain his racist math. He can't. So he does what cops like him always do. He escalates. Any weapons in this car? Drugs? Contraband? No. You hesitated. I didn't. Why would I think you have contraband then? What is it about you or this car that suggests that? She lets the question hang there, forcing him to hear how stupid it sounds. He doesn't. You were driving suspiciously, Whelan snaps. 30 in a 35. People slow down when they're hiding something. Pause. Let that sink in. This cop just accused a woman of criminal behavior for driving 5 miles under the speed limit, for being too safe. I slowed down to make a turn, she says calmly. I think you saw me and got nervous. Nervous about what? He doesn't answer, just barks, license and registration, now. She hands over her documents. Whelan grabs them and stomps back to his patrol car to run her info. The system spits back, Vivian Cross. No warrants, no tickets, clean record. That should have been the end. A quick drive safe and everybody goes home. But Whelan's ego won't let him walk away empty-handed. He prints a citation from his mobile printer and marches back. Here's your ticket. Reckless driving, endangering the public by operating at an unsafe speed. She looks at the paper. I endangered people by going 5 under? Correct. Now, here's where it gets evil. Whelan walks to the back of her car, glances around, makes sure no one's watching. Then he lifts his boot and stomps the taillight. The plastic shatters, glass explodes, the body cam catches every second in perfect HD audio. He walks back to her window, pulling out his ticket book like nothing happened. Ma'am, you've got a broken taillight. That's another citation. Her eyes narrow. You just broke it. Are you accusing a police officer of vandalism? That's a serious charge, ma'am. Intentional property damage is a misdemeanor. Be careful what you say. He's gaslighting her, breaking her property, then threatening her for calling it out. She unbuckles her seatbelt. Where you think you're going? Whelan demands. To look at the damage you caused. She opens the door. She steps out, and that's when Whelan sees it. She's wearing a black judicial robe, full ceremonial dress, purple velvet trim on the sleeves, the kind of robe that makes defense attorneys sweat and cops stand at attention. Whelan's face drains of color in 2 seconds flat. Why are you wearing that? She smooths the fabric calmly. Surprise. You're a judge? His voice cracks.
No, I just wear robes for fun on Saturdays. Whelan is backpedaling now, physically and mentally. You don't act like a judge. You don't look like one. Wrong thing to say. Her entire energy shifts. The calm driver vanishes. In her place stands Judge Vivian Cross, Superior Court, Criminal Division, 11 years on the bench, the woman who sent more dirty cops to prison than anyone in the state. Her voice drops an octave. What do judges look like, officer? Not me. She steps closer. Let me tell you what I am. I'm a Superior Court judge. I'm on my way to an emergency hearing, and I've sentenced men with far better discipline than you just showed. Men who at least knew when to shut up.
Next time you see me, Officer Whelan, she reads his name tag slowly, you'll be standing at attention in my courtroom, and I'll be deciding whether you keep that badge. Whelan is melting. Why didn't you just tell me you were a judge? I shouldn't have to. Her voice cuts like a blade. You're supposed to treat every citizen with respect, or did you skip that part of your oath? Whelan's radio conveniently crackles. The station's calling, he mumbles, backing toward his car. Just get your tail light fixed. Drive safe. Judge Cross stands there in her robe, framed by the setting sun, and delivers the kill shot. I'll see you in court. She gets back in her Lexus and drives away. Whelan stands alone on the side of the road, his body cam recording light blinking red, preserving every frame of his career ending in 4K. The body cam footage leaks. By day 1, 14 million views. By day 3, international news. The clip goes supernova. Every news outlet picks it up. The clip of her standing up in the road becomes a meme. Comment sections explode. His face when she stood up. This is what accountability looks like. How many people did he do this to who weren't judges? That last question hits different, because Judge Cross already knows the answer. She pulls Whelan's service records using her judicial authority. The data comes back ugly. 127 traffic stops in 18 months. 89 of them black or Latino drivers. 73 of them women. 64 of them luxury vehicles over $50,000. This wasn't bad luck. This was a system. She compiles everything into a formal complaint and fires it off to Internal Affairs, the police chief, the state attorney general, the Department of Justice, and the ACLU. Then she does something nuclear. She requests every case file where Whelan's testimony was the key evidence. 86 cases, 12 years, dozens of lives. Internal Affairs moves fast, 9 days. They interviewed 23 women Whelan had stopped. 14 agreed to talk. The stories are identical. Stopped for fake violations, accused of theft with zero evidence, harassed about car ownership, given bogus tickets later dismissed in court. One woman, a black attorney, was stopped by Whelan 3 times in 6 months, always in rich neighborhoods, always driving her Mercedes, always accused of suspicious activity. She filed complaints every time. None were sustained. Another woman, a Latina surgeon, was stopped while rushing to an emergency operation. Whelan delayed her 20 minutes, accusing her of stealing her own BMW. She missed the surgery window. The patient died. The evidence stacks up like a criminal indictment. Whelan isn't just a bad cop, he's a predator with a badge. 9 days after the video drops, Whelan sits in a windowless room facing the Civilian Oversight Board. The hearing lasts 9 minutes. Charges read: racial profiling, sustained; unlawful detention, sustained; property damage, sustained; filing false reports, sustained; conduct unbecoming, sustained. Whelan's lawyer tries to spin it. The board plays the body cam footage, all 11 minutes, full audio. When it ends, the room is dead silent. The board chair speaks. Officer Whelan, you are terminated effective immediately. You forfeit all pension benefits. We're recommending permanent revocation of your law enforcement certification. You're done. Whelan stands, hands shaking, removes his badge and places it on the table. 12 years gone. But Judge Cross isn't finished.
She requests review of all 86 cases tied to Whelan's testimony. Defense attorneys dive in and find inconsistent police reports, missing evidence logs, witnesses contradicting Whelan's statements, searches based on anonymous tips never verified. Over 6 months, 22 convictions are overturned. 22 people walk free. Some served years on Whelan's word. Some lost their kids. Some lost everything. The city settled 17 lawsuits in 12 months. Total payout, $8.3 million. Judge Vivian Cross returns to her courtroom. Same Lexus, same confidence, taillight fixed, but the system changed. New policies implemented, mandatory bias training with consequences, quarterly traffic stop audits by race, civilian oversight with real power, body cam footage reviewed for all complaints. It's not perfect, but it's progress bought with $8.3 million and 22 freed lives. Every time a cop takes the stand in her courtroom now, Judge Cross looks at them with the same calm, unflinching stare she gave Whelan, because she proved something that day. Power doesn't come from a badge. It comes from knowing your rights and refusing to be intimidated. Whelan's body cam was supposed to protect him. Instead, it destroyed him. So let me ask you this. If you were Judge Cross in that moment, what would you have done? Told him immediately you were a judge, or let him keep digging? Drop your answer in the comments. And tell me, where are you watching from? I want to see how far this story travels. Because here's the thing. Officer Whelan lost his badge, his pension, and his career. 22 people got their freedom back. The system was forced to change. All because one judge refused to let a traffic stop slide. Share this if you think she did the right thing. Comment below if you've ever been profiled like this. And I'll see you in the next one.